ILLEGEAR has primarily sold custom gaming laptops with Intel CPUs. However, the rise of AMD Ryzen Mobile means that they can finally offer some additional options for their customers to choose from that. So today what we have here is the ILLEGEAR ROGUE Ryzen. This is a 17-inch gaming laptop with AMD CPU inside. So let us dive deep into this and let us see what kind of performance you can expect from this gaming laptop. The review sample we received from ILLEGEAR has a respectable spec of the following. Let's say the AMD Ryzen 7 4800H, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060, 26 of 8GB DDR4 RAM as well as 256 of NVMe SSD. The display is a 17-inch 1080p Full HD IPS panel at 120Hz. Knowing the fact that the ROGUE series is ILLEGEAR's mainstream 17-inch gaming laptop, I did not expect a lot from the build quality. The chassis is primarily made out of plastic, and to be fair, the construction is pretty robust. I should say the lid itself is a little bit overdid on that. As you can see from here, it is very thick and very heavy. If you look from this angle, you can see that it is actually top heavy and you can't really open it with one hand. So that is somehow the problem with the ROGUE Ryzen. However, I don't think this will be an issue because you're not going to use such a huge laptop on your lap. However, it doesn't really look that big because of the thinner bezel surrounding it. At the top, you still get the HD webcam placement on it instead of the bottom bezel or those at the hinge that will focus on your boobs. But this is the kind of niche laptop that for those who really want to have a big screen to use. So they don't want those kind of 14-inch or 15-inch gaming laptop. 17-inch is the only option they can go for it. Besides, this one is a 120Hz refresh rate display. The color reproduction is not that good, especially the yellow and green. It get messed up quite badly. However, they do have an additional options, which is the 144Hz that covers 99% sRGB color gamut. Of course, you have to pay extra 199 ringgit to upgrade to that one. Even though ILLEGEAR does offer display color calibration service, there is a limit what they can really do. At the end of the day, I would just say this particular display is solely made for gaming because color reproduction is not really a main focus if you just want to play games on it. Now, moving on to the keyboard. The keyboard is a full-size laptop keyboard with dedicated number pad section. I have only one complaint and I will continue to mention this until they get a factory to change it. Why is the arrow cluster still mess up the number pad section? Why you can't just make a full-size 0 key over here? Now, the travel distance is pretty good, especially with the typing experience as well. The feedback is nice and I have really nothing much to complain about. The trackpad is surprisingly good, even though underneath the keyboard that is hollow, but at least the trackpad is well mounted to the keyboard deck. So even after you trying to press on it, yeah, it sure gets a little bit sink deeper into the chassis, but at least it is not wobbly, I would say. Now, as for the I/O ports, I do have a question. Why do they think that we need 3 different display output on this laptop? I mean, just look at the back over here. You got one full-size HDMI port, 2 mini display ports over there. I really don't know why, but at least you had the option if you want to do triple monitor output. And beside of it is a Type-C USB port. Mind you, this is not Thunderbolt 3, so you can only use this for your regular data transfer. And on the left-hand side over here, you got 2 dedicated 3.5mm audio jack, one for the headphone and one for the microphone. The other one is a USB 2 port. The other one is, of course, your Gigabit Ethernet port. On the right-hand side is, of course, you got USB 3 Type A ports, 2 of them, and as well as one full-size SD card reader. We don't really have much of the choices when it comes to comparing 17-inch laptops. So we just have to compare this one with some other laptops with similar components. The Ryzen 7 4800H is doing pretty well on synthetic benchmarks. I mean, I can't really say much about the comparison between this laptop as well as the TUF Gaming A15 because there was a BIOS update in between of our review. So nonetheless, in games, we're pretty happy with this one because number one is that it has a very good frame rate when it comes to some of those AAA titles, and with the exception of Overwatch, I mean, it could be due to the map difference. However, you should be able to push most of the other games at maximum settings without any issue. And what really sets them apart is the thermal performance. We all know that the TUF Gaming A15 has this infamous overheating problem. The well-positioned vents underneath the chassis and combined with the use of thermal greasy cryonaut thermal paste did wonders with the ROGUE Ryzen. The highest CPU temperature we have recorded is 94 degrees Celsius, which is almost 12 degrees cooler than the TUF Gaming. So make sure to choose the thermal paste upgrade if you're getting this laptop. Now, opening the chassis, just like the usual stuff, you get 2 RAM slots as well as 2 M.2 slots for memory and storage upgrades. Now, here's the reason why the laptop felt top heavy. Because almost half of the battery chamber is left empty because the review sample we got has a 47 watt-hour battery instead of 63. The ironic part is that the empty space was supposed to support a 2.5-inch drive. The ROGUE Ryzen actually won't be able to support it as the motherboard simply don't have the SATA ribbon connector for it. That makes me wonder why ILLEGEAR don't just directly ship a larger 63 watt battery instead. As for the battery life, at least this 47 watt-hour battery is capable of lasting us somewhere around 2.5 hours in silent mode, mind you that. So gaming, nope, definitely not for gaming. So at the time of our review, our samples configuration, the Ryzen 7 4800H and RTX 2060 can be get for 5,197 ringgit. If you want to get the Intel variant of this laptop, you're gonna have to pay around 5,900 or so. Now, just to let you know that the 17-inch gaming laptop market is very niche, especially in this 5,000 ringgit price range. The only and the closest competition I can really come up with is probably the TUF Gaming A17. TUF Gaming A17 is roughly the same price, of course, and the same screen size. Give and take, you do have the option to go for Ryzen 9 4900H, but you don't have the option for the RTX 2060 graphics. Apart from the weaker color reproduction on the screen, on this particular 120Hz display, the ILLEGEAR ROGUE Ryzen is a good option if you are in the market looking for a large display gaming laptop. It has great price to performance ratio, and most importantly, it doesn't have any of the overheating issues. I just hope that the ILLEGEAR will make good use of the internal space by either offer a bigger battery options as a standard, otherwise just make the factory to support SATA drive. So that's all we want to say about the ILLEGEAR ROGUE Ryzen. What do you guys think about this laptop? Do let us know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.